What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about a fragrance from the house of French Avenue, courtesy of my man Gator. So strap up and welcome to the scent bubble. All right. You're already in the scent bubble, so I don't need to welcome you to it, but I am your host for the afternoon, and I'm excited to share this fragrance with you guys. Again, this is from French Avenue, and this is Royal Blend Nero. We've got a nice little healthy 2-3 ml here. Again, courtesy of Gator over at The Novice Knows. Shout outs to him, man. He's constantly been a great supporter, interactor of my channel, great friend. He's been on the channel, so you guys should already be familiar with him. Definitely go check out his channel and show him some love. And he provided a lot of fragrances that you guys see on the channel, so shout outs to him. And that makes me think, I want to just tangent for half a second, guys. If you own more than 10 bottles of fragrance, you guys need to start trading fragrances. You're not going to be wearing them all the time. Your juice is going to last forever. Start linking up with people in the fragrance community and sending each other decants. You spend $5-10 on Amazon to get a bunch of tiny decants and start trading fragrances. That way you don't always have to drop 20, 30, 40, $50 on a little sample kit. And that'll help you guys out to be able to just go straight to buying the bottle rather than having to buy samples and go through that whole process. Because I know a lot of you guys struggle with the patience and the process of all that. But yeah, this is Royal Blend Nero. It is a unisex fragrance, and I'm excited to dive in. Just as a note, I've been looking at my analytics, even though I don't really care about them from a clout standpoint, and I've been noticing that we have quite a few ladies watching the channel. I don't know whether that's to buy fragrances for your man, or if it's because we cover unisex fragrances on the channel that you're interested in. Maybe you're trying to shop for your child or your kids. We welcome you to the channel, ladies. And to be considerate of that, I've purchased over 50 samples of dominant powerhouse fan favorite fragrances in the community of female fragrance. And so we're going to review those as well to mix up the content on the channel. Sorry, guys, the girls matter. So we're going to get into that real soon here. I've already started loading up reviews, so we're not just going to do unisex fragrances. It will be dominantly male fragrances, but maybe I want to kind of sprinkle in at least 30% of the content on this channel dedicated to you ladies out there. I am married, so I'm going to try and get my wife on the stream as well, and my kids as well. I got 2 boys. So anyway, that aside, Royal Blend Nero, opening thoughts. In the air, it is very in the air. I think a lot of people use the term aromatic when something's just very like out there and projective, but I think aromatic has to do more so with kind of this like earthy, herbaceous type of vibe. So sometimes if you hear me say aromatic, what I'm really trying to just say is it's out in the air. That's why you guys hear me say that phrase too. It's airy, because I'm trying to, start to learn and train myself to make the distinctions. But this fragrance is very much sweet bomb out in the air. It's very, and I mean very, close to Amir Paris Corner's Fire Your Desire, which is an Angel Share clone. That's really all that needs to be said. It's extremely close to Angel Share. I don't know if this is supposed to be a clone of that, but it smells 1-to-1, 100% identical to Amir's Fire Your Desire, which I personally believe is the best Angel Share clone out there, true to form. So this might be in the runnings for a neck and neck contender for best Angel Share clone, and it'll just come to a matter of, as far as how I recommend it, which one you have access to, because they're both extremely valid in that regard. So let's go ahead and go to the Fragrantica here, and let's cut out of these windows. Up top, nutmeg, apple, and bergamot. In the mid, we have cinnamon, drywood, and saffron. I get all of that, but this certainly is a nutmeggy, cinnamon, saffron, vanillic bomb. Base notes, we have vanilla, tonka, benzoin, and musk. Now, I will say this. Surprisingly, they have not listed the note that is in Angel Share that I feel like makes it hypermasculine, or not hypermasculine, but just not feminine-leaning unisex. the star note for me, and it's what I appreciate about this DNA the most, and that's the note of cognac. It's not listed here, but I can certainly tell you that in the fragrance, I absolutely smell it. Matter of fact, let's just see if Amir Fire Your Desire has a cognac note listed as well. It does. Okay, so you might, at first glance, look at both of those DNAs and say, oh, well, this has the cognac note. I'm going to go with that one. But just to reassure you guys, this Royal Blend Nero absolutely feels like it has the same cognac-y note. Matter of fact, I'm going to double check that for y'all right now. So here is Fire Your Desire. Let's go ahead and just go to the main screen here. And absolutely dead ringer. The clone copying the clone. Yeah, man. I mean, these are just too close. They're the same thing. If you blindfolded me, I would have thought you gave me two of the same fragrance. In fact, I love how my Fire Your Desire has macerated. It's macerated to just be very natural and good. On the dry down, I'm starting to feel like Royal Blend might be a touch sweeter, and this might feel a touch more natural. On the sweet scale, I call French Avenue maybe 7 or 8 out of 10, and this would be a 6 or a 7 out of 10 in terms of sweetness. But they're both dead ringer close. I think the Nero is the sweeter fragrance. So if you like the sweet cinnamon vanillic vibe more and you want that bomb, definitely go with that. If you want the more cognac, slightly natural leaning, but they're so close. I'm splitting hairs here, guys. Usual suspects for this fragrance. I think the Angel Share DNA is special in the community. You know, when I think about sweet, spicy, a lot of people tend to go to your usual suspects, your Spice Bomb Extreme, your Lamal Elixir, honey, cinnamon type vibes and stuff like that. You know, your Tom Ford varieties. I mean, By Killian with Angel Share has a lot of borderline gourmand or outright gourmand fragrances, that kind of sexy, sweet seduction that people are looking for. But I just feel like the Angel Share DNA is just special due to that cognac note. It's really nice. So yeah, it's just a great addition to have to your collection. The cognac is really what saves it. I think even on a woman, the cognac note is absolutely necessary because it just puts some age to the fragrance. You know, it's like throwing the whiskey in the oak barrel and letting that go. It just gives it a facet of perfumery that makes the scent trail so alluring, you know, when it kind of tells a story to your nose type of vibe, because it just takes you through a couple of different complexities that you can't quite put your nose on. When you can't quite distinctly make out the cinnamon and the vanilla and all that, sometimes you just need like a very obvious marker, which I think is the cinnamon and the vanilla, and then it goes on and goes amber, a little bit of spicy, a little bit of cognac, alcohol, you know, and that's just really dope. To me, this fragrance will always be ageless. Even though it's mature, it's still at the end of the day a very sweet cinnamon fragrance. So for that, I think any age level, it would be good. I think you would find it hard to find a circumstance for it as a young male. You know, if you're a teenager to like your 20 area, the question becomes, you know, you can only really wear it on date night. And I don't think a 100 ml bottle is going to be warranted because you're not going on a ton of dates. You know what I'm saying? So a travel spray of this for a young guy might make a lot of sense. If you're a young girl, though, on the contrary, this could be signature scent worthy, from young girl all the way to, you know, it's ageless on the lady. It's ageless for women. For men, I think 25 and up is going to be where a 100 ml bottle is certainly warranted, not only for date night, but just any kind of upscale, casual, semi-formal events. Since, you know, the older you get, the more events and different events, not events, but functions you wind up being involved in and stuff like that. Cold weather fragrance, absolutely, but I do think there's a nice airy freshness to this fragrance so that if you like it enough, you can make an excuse for it in the sun, but not necessarily warm weather. This is not a warm weather fragrance, but if it's sunny and bright outside and a little bit warm, I think you could still get away with it. But I think this is definitely nighttime vibes, special event vibes, date night vibes. It's a nighttime fragrance, guys. So take that with caution. Sprays, it's not beast mode, but it creeps up there. You know what I'm saying? I think 4 to 6 sprays is going to be your sweet spot. The performance and longevity is 8 hours plus, maybe even 10 hours plus. And it's just a great vibe. It's a great tone setter. It's romantic. It's sexy. It's complex. It's reminiscent. All the boxes are checked. I'm calling this fragrance a 9 out of 10 for me. Let me know in the comments if you guys have this fragrance or if I left any information out that you might want to know. Actually, let me check the price real quick for you. On Amazon, it's running about $40. So, I mean, the thing that's great about Fire Your Desire from Paris Corner is I believe it only runs $25. Let's check fragrance. Matter of fact, let me switch you guys screens real quick before we close. Fragrancebuy.ca. Maybe they have this fragrance for cheaper. It's sold out. And then let's look Fire Your Desire. What does it normally run though? I'm curious. 65. That's not the markdown price, so ignore that. Fire Your Desire. So you can still get Fire Your Desire for $22. I mean, that's incredible, guys. If it's a cost issue, I'm going to tell you to go with this fragrance every time. Paris Corner Amir, Fire Your Desire. And I don't really understand why they call it an angel share twist. It's really not. It's angel share. And so Royal Blend on Amazon is going for that $40-ish price point. What about Joma? It's going for 35, so that's not bad. So if price is not an object to you, you know, you can go up to the fragrance world if you want the sweeter fragrance, but either one of those will do. And that's my final take on the fragrance. Guys, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. More importantly, turn on that notification bell so you can catch all of my future episodes and content because we drop it nonstop. Again, this was French Avenue's Royal Blend Nero, and I want y'all to sound off in the comments and let me know if you've put your nose on it, but I definitely recommend it as it is certainly a 9 out of 10 fragrance. 10 out of 10, I mean, I think a lot of people would actually argue the case for it being 10 out of 10, but just due to the other fragrances I'm aware of and stuff, I don't know if it's signature enough for me to like, I just think I think all 9s are basically 10s. It's just the 10s are the ones that beat out the 9s. I mean, I know that sounds so like obvious, right? It's like, duh, of course they do. But it's like 9s are better are all blind buy worthy to me. The 10s are the ones that create the unforgettable, yes, this is my fragrance type of vibe. And it doesn't necessarily have to be universal because it's personal preference. Not everybody has to agree with that. And you guys know that watching my channel. I don't clout chase. So I'm not going to tell you I like something that everybody likes. But yeah, I think many people would call it a 10 out of 10, and I just want to acknowledge that. But for me, it's a 9 out of 10, and that's plenty good enough. When you're within 1 point of a rating, you know, it's absolutely a banger, and I appreciate Gator for sending it out to me. Again, thank you so much for rocking with me in the scent bubble. There's been so much growth on all facets of the channel, the community interaction, the comments, the likes, the subscribes, the lives have been going crazy. We've been averaging between 1,000 and 5,000 viewers just on the lives. And it's just crazy. It's a privilege to be a part of this community. And y'all know, for those of you who have interacted with me, you guys know I'm a humble guy. I don't think too highly of myself. I'm all about bringing you guys value and documenting my journey. So with that being said, thank you so much for checking out this review. I hope it was helpful for you. Sound off in the comments if you need anything. I do talk back, and y'all have a blessed week. Peace.